Hello friends, today's topic is polynomials as we have already covered three parts based on this and this is the fourth part of the polynomials chapter. So let's see what's there to learn more in this chapter. Now here what we can find the remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by x plus 1. We need to find the remainder friends. How we have learned to solve the polynomials? We can only solve it by putting the value of x from this equation, that means from x plus 1 we need to find the value of x. That means what we are supposed to do, x plus 1 is equals to 0, we have to put like that, and plus 1 goes that side, then we will get the value of x as minus 1. What we have got friends, we have got the value of x as minus 1. Why? Because we need to find that is x by 1 able to divide the whole equation and give us the remainder 0. If we get the remainder 0, then it means then x plus 1 is able to divide the whole polynomial equation completely. If some remainder is left, that means this cannot be a suitable match which can divide the equation properly and give us the remainder 0 as we are doing normally in our division method. So let's solve it. X cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1, this is our polynomials equation. Now we have to put the value of x over here. What we have found the value of x? We have found the value of x as minus 1. We will put the value of x. Now 3 as it is, minus 1 square plus 3 as it is, x value is minus 1 plus 1 as it is. Now what we are supposed to do, minus 1 cube, that means minus 1 as it is, plus 3 into minus 1 square, that means 1 plus 3 into minus 1 plus 1. Now we can further solve it. This is minus 1, this is plus 3, and this is minus 3, and this is plus 1. After seeing the equation, what we can see friends, plus 3 and minus 3 gets cancelled. So minus 3 and plus 3 get, plus 3 and minus 3 gets cancelled. And here it is minus 1, here it is plus 1. They both can also be cancelled, minus 1 plus 1 cancelled. So our remainder is 0. If our remainder is 0, that means x plus 1 is able to completely divide our polynomial equation that is already given to us. I hope you all might have understood. So let's begin with our second sum. After putting the value of x minus 1 by 2 as 0, we'll start from that method only. Yes, so let's solve it. X minus 1 by 2 is equals to 0. This is given to us. From this value of x we'll get as 1 by 2. Now what we are supposed to do friends, we have to put the value of x, that means 1 by 2 cube plus 3 as it is, x value is 1 by 2, and square plus 3 as it is, the value of x is 1 by 2 plus 1. Now we have to further solve it. We know the cube of 2. How to find the cube of 2 we all know. So cube of 2 would be friends 8, but in denominator, so it will be 1 by 8 plus 3 into 1 by 2 square, that means 2 square, 1 by 4. In denominator we need to write, because 2 is written in denominator, that's why we are squaring in denominator, and 1 square is 1, that's why we are writing like that. And 3 into 1 by 2, that means 3 by 2 plus 1 as it is. Now what we are supposed to do, now here we are finding different types of denominator. So what we are supposed to do, we will find the LCM afterwards. Before finding the LCM, what we can do, we can further solve this 1 by 8 as it is, 3 into 1 by 4, that means 3 by 4 plus 3 by 2 as it is plus 1. Yes friends, now we have to find the LCM of 8, 4 and 2. I hope many students might be facing problem how to find the LCM of 3 digits. So I am showing you here. 2 is a factor, so 2 4s are 2 2s are and 2 1s are 2 2s are 1s are comma 1s are. Now 2 as it is 1 comma 1 comma 1. So what is the LCM? What is the LCM friends? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. I hope you all might be getting it. So we have got the LCM as 8. Now what does the LCM means? LCM means we have to make denominator as 8 for each and everything. Yes, for each and every equation that we have got. Now we have to make the denominator 8. 1 by 8, it means denominator is having value 8, so 1 by 8 as it is 1 by 8 1 by 8 as it is plus 3 and denominator is 4. We have to make it 8. So what we will do, we will multiply it by 2 in denominator and 2 in numerator also. So now denominator is 8 plus 3 by 2. So what we are supposed to do, we have to make denominator 8. So we will multiply it by 4 over here and 4 in numerator also. Here it is 1, so we will multiply 8 in numerator and 8 in denominator also. I hope you all might have understood and cleared your concept over here, friends. How we are making the denominator is 8. Now we have made each and everyone's denominator is 8. Now how can we solve, friends? Further we can solve like that. We can write like this: denominator is 8, 1 as it is plus 3 2 ja 6. It is written over here. I am writing with red pen. 3 into 2. Here it is written over here. 3 into 2. That means 6. I am writing over here. Now 3 into 4. That means 12. So we can write 12 over here. Plus 1 into 8. That means 8. Now what we are supposed to do, friends? Next step I am writing over here. 8 in denominator would be there. Now we have to just add 1 and 2 and we will find the answer. 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 6, 26 plus 1, 27. So what would be our answer? 27 by 8. Suppose if we divide the following polynomial equation by x minus 1 by 2, we will be left with the remainder, that is 27 by 8. I hope you all might be able to understand it properly and clearly, friends. So let's begin with our third sum. So if you have understood the concept, now you can pause the video and try to solve by your own, friends, because third sum is very easy. You all might be able to solve it properly without making a lots of effort. Yes, friends, so try to solve by your own. Third sum. In third sum, what we are supposed to do, we have to put the x as it is and here 0. So from this we have found the value of x as 0. So now we will put the value of x as 0. 0 cube plus 3 as it is, 0 square plus 3 as it is. Value of x is 0 plus 1. Now 0 cube 0 plus 3 into 0 square, that means 0 plus 3 into 0 0 and plus 1. So what we are left with? We are left with remainder 1. So after putting the value of x as 0, we are left with the remainder 1. I hope you all might be able to understand it properly. Now you can pause the video and try to solve by your own, friends. Now I hope you all might have understood it properly. So let's begin with our fourth sum, that is x plus pi. What is there? X plus pi. We have to put x plus pi is equals to 0. Because in the equation it is given x, we have to put the value of x as x plus pi and is equals to 0. Now pi will go that side, so value of x would be minus pi. Now we have to put value of x as minus pi. Now minus pi I am putting over here and cube as it is plus 3 as it is minus pi square plus 3 as it is minus pi as the value of x plus 1 as it is. Now minus pi cube is minus pi cube as it is. 3 into minus pi square, that means pi square. So 3 into plus pi square, it will become plus 3 into pi, that means 3 into minus pi, that means it will become minus 3 pi plus 1 as it is. Now what we are supposed to do, we have to just solve it one more step and we will leave it over there only. 3 pi square as it is minus 3 pi plus 1. So we would be left with this much remainder after solving. What would be the remainder? Minus pi cube plus 3 pi square minus 3 pi plus 1 after dividing the equation by x plus pi. I hope you all might be able to understand it properly. So let's begin with our fifth sum, that is 5 plus 2x. You have to put the value of x after solving that. So 5 plus 2x. After practicing lot more sums, you would be directly able to find the value of x as I am able to find. That means we can find the value of x in this sum as minus 5 by 2. So let's see how I am able to find the value of x as minus 5 by 2. Plus 2 here, plus 2 will go that side. Yes, plus 2 will go that side. 5x as it is, plus 2 will go that side, it will become minus 2. And 5 is in multiplication, it will go in denominator. So what we are getting, sorry friends, what we are getting, minus 2 by 5 as the value of x. What we have got? We have got the value of x is minus, sorry, I have written the question wrong. That's why I am getting that answer. So what was the question? 2x plus 5. It was 2x plus 5 is equals to 0. So I have interchanged the digits by mistake. You don't have to do that mistake in your exam, friends. Plus 5 will go that side, will become minus 5 and x as it is. So we will get the value of x as minus 5 by 2 as I have told you earlier. Now we have got the value of x as minus 5 by 2. We'll put the value of x as minus 5 by 2. Cube of it 3 as it is, minus 5 by 2 plus 3 as it is, and minus 5 by 2 plus 1. Now what we are supposed to do? We have to find the cube of 5 and 2 both, because cube is outside the bracket. So 5 cube, that means minus 125 it would be there, and 2 cube is 8. We have got this. Now what we are supposed to do? 3 into minus 5 by 2 square. Here square is there. So minus minus, first thing minus sign will become plus sign. So 5 square is 25 and 2 square is 4. Now what we are supposed to do? Minus plus. That means sign would be minus. We have to just multiply minus 15 upon 2 plus 1. Again we are getting the same digits in the denominator, friends. We are getting 8, 4 and 2, as we have already solved and found the LCM of 8, 4 and 2. I hope now you all might be able to solve and get the LCM as 8. So what will be getting the LCM? We are getting the LCM as 8. In the first step we are already having the value in denominator as 8. Now we have to further solve it one more step, so that we would be able to solve it properly. It is over here. Plus 25 3, that means 75 by 4 plus 15 by 2 as it is plus 1 as it is. Now what we are supposed to do, friends? We have to make the denominator as 8 after taking the LCM. So directly I am solving here. You have to solve the sum by properly taking the LCM. So let's solve it properly only. Otherwise you will also follow my direct method. So what we will do, friends? Here what we are supposed to make each and everyone's denominator as 8. 1 by 25 by 8 plus, we have to make denominator as 8, so we'll multiply by 2. 75 into 2 upon 4 into 2. Now the denominator is 8 plus 15 must be multiplied with 4, and 2 also multiplied by 4 plus 1 as it is. Now what we are supposed to do, friends? Now we have to take denominator 8 as common, minus 125 as it is, plus 75 2s are, that means 150, plus 15 4s are, that means 60, and plus 1 as it is. Now we have to just solve it and we will get the answer. That means we are going to get some remainder instead of 0. So minus 125 plus 150, that means 25 25 plus 60, 85, 85 plus 1, 86 by 8 we are getting as our remainder. What we are getting as remainder? 86 by 8 we are getting as remainder. I hope you all might be able to understand it properly and your concept might be cleared over here. For more sums you can practice at home also, so that your concept would be clear if you are not getting exactly what I have solved. So you can practice this sum only, and you can take the sums from internet also. It would be better if you solve these sums only. What we can do now, we have to switch to our second sum, that is find the remainder when x cube minus a x square plus 6x minus a would be divided by x minus a. This is the same sum, same type of sum we have already solved. X minus a is equals to 0. So here we are getting the value of x as a. So instead of x we have to put the value as a. This is our equation, ax square plus 6x minus a. This is our equation. Now we have to put the value of x as a. So here it will become a cube minus a as it is, a square plus 6 into a minus a. Now friends, what something new in this sum is a cube as it is, a raised to, the more and the most important thing in this sum is a raised to 1. Nothing is there in the power, that means a raised to 1 is there. If the what we are saying, if the coefficient is same, we have to add the signs. We are adding 1 plus 2 plus 6 as it is, 6a minus a. Now a cube minus a cube plus 6a minus a. Now from this, what we can say, a cube minus a cube gets cancelled, and 6a minus a will get the remainder as 5a. What we are going to get, our answer is 5a. I hope you all might be able to understand it properly. So let's solve our third sum, that is check whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of 3x cube plus 7x. Only the language is different, friends. The sum asked is similar to that only, as we have solved now. I hope you all might have understood it properly. So let's solve it. What is to be given? Check whether 7 plus 3x is given. 7 plus 3x is equals to 0. We have to make that as 0. Now 3x as it is, and 7 will go that side, will become minus 7. Value of x is minus 7 upon 3. What we are getting? The value of x is minus 7 by 3. Now we'll solve this. 3x cube plus 7x. Yes, friends. Now we have to put the value of x as minus 7 by 3. 3 as it is. Value of x is minus 7 by 3 cube plus 7 as it is, minus 7 by 3 as the value of x. Now friends, what we are supposed to do? I hope you all might be facing the problem in remembering the cube, but I am capable to remember each and every cube, as my students already know that 7 cube, that means minus 343 is the cube of 7, and cube of 3 is 27. So I'm writing over here plus 7 into minus 7, that means minus 49 by 3. We are easily able to solve that. Now what we can do, friends, is we can divide 3 and 27. 3 ones are 3, 9s are 27. So what we are getting, friends, I am writing over here minus 343 upon 9. We are getting minus 343 upon 9 plus minus, that means we can put minus and minus 49 upon 3. Here the denominators are different. Yes, friends, here the denominators are different. So what we are supposed to do, we will find the LCM. The LCM would be, what would be the LCM? LCM would be 9. You can find at your home, as I have already taught you the method to find the LCM. If you are still facing the problem in finding the LCM, then you can go to my YouTube channel and find the video there about HCF and LCM and get your concept clear over there. Now the LCM is 9 over here. Now what we are supposed to do, friends? We have to make the denominator as 9 because our LCM is 9. So in first sum, that means in first type, it is already 9 in the denominator, so we'll write as it is minus 343 upon 9 as it is, and we have to make denominator 9, so 3 should be multiplied by 3 to make it 9, and 49 should also be multiplied with 3. You all might be facing problem to multiply 49 into 3. So how can we easily solve? But I know how to multiply, so I will directly write our answer is minus 147 upon 9 and minus 343 upon 9. As our denominator is same, so we can now further easily solve it. What we can do, we will write the denominator as 9 and minus 343 minus 147 as it is. Now minus minus, that means plus, and the sign would be minus, as we have already learned sign rule in our first video. If you are unable to get that, you can again go to my YouTube playlist of grade 8. There I have explained sign rule, so from there you can easily get and easily able to remember what sign rule means. Now we have to add both of them. Yes, how we will add? 0, 1 goes for carry, 90. Yes, friends, now it's 490 upon 9. So what is our denominator? Minus 490 upon 9. I hope you all might be able to understand it properly, friends. Yes. So if you are still facing the problem, then pause the video and try to solve by your own, and you can check it again in my video. Yes, friends, I hope it might be clear to all of you. So let's move to our next sums. That means determine which of the following polynomials has x plus 1 as a factor, as we have further solved about remainder, but here we are supposed to solve about factor. Factor means what we are supposed to do, friends. We have to put the value of x simply that we are already putting in our videos. Yes, x plus 1. In this, what we can do, x plus 1 is equals to 0. We have to put like that, and value of x would be minus 1. What we have found, friends, we have found the value of x as minus 1. Now what we are supposed to do, we have to just put the value of x is equals to minus 1 in our remaining four sums that are given to us. That is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. This is our first sum. We have to put the value of x as minus 1. So let's put it, plus minus 1 plus 1 as it is. Now minus 1 cube, that means minus 1, minus 1 square, that means plus 1, and minus 1 plus minus 1 and plus 1 over here. Now what we can see over here is, friends, plus 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. Here also minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. So we are getting the denominator or our result as 0. That means from this, after getting our answer as 0, we can say that x plus 1 is the factor of the polynomials equation given in first sum. Yes, what we can say, x plus 1 is the factor of x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Yes, friends, if we are not getting equals to 0, then we can say x plus 1 is not the factor of the given polynomial equation. I hope it might be clear to all of you. So now pause the video and try to solve by your own. We have to just put the value of x as minus 1 in the remaining three sums also. So let's solve the remaining three sums. What is there? X raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now we have to put the value of x as minus 1. That means minus 1 raised to 4 plus minus 1 raised to 3 minus 1 raised to 2 plus minus 1 plus 1. Now we all know how to solve. Minus 1 raised to 4, that means plus 1, minus 1 raised to 3, that means minus 1, plus minus 1 raised to 2, that means 1, and minus 1 as it is plus 1. Now we want to solve it. How can we solve, friends? Easily. Minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. Again minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. So what we are left with? We are left with 1. So we are getting 1 as our answer. That means x plus 1 is not the factor of x raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. From this we are able to conclude that. So let's move to our third sum, and there also we have to put the value of x as minus 1, and after putting the value we will be able to give the answer that whether x plus 1 is the factor of the given polynomial equation or not. So let's solve it. X raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. Now we have to put the value of x as minus 1. So minus 1 raised to 4 plus 3 as it is, minus 1 cube plus 3 minus 1 square plus minus 1 and plus 1. Now minus 1 raised to 4. If, friends, again I am going to recall you the concept over here. If the power is in even number, that means 2, 4, 6, 8, then the minus sign would become and converted in our plus sign. I hope you all might be knowing that, but then also it's my duty to make you remind. So that's why I'm making it plus. Minus 1, as its power is in even number, so it will become plus 1. So because 1 square is 1. Now what we are supposed to do, 3 into minus 1 cube, as here sign is in odd number, so minus sign would be there, friends, and 1 cube is 1 only. So our answer would be 3 into minus 1 plus, here the sign is minus and the power is in even number, so minus 1 will become minus 1 square will become plus 1, and minus 1 as it is plus 1. Now what we are supposed to do, friends? Yeah, so 3 into minus 1 will become minus 3, and 3 into plus 1 will become plus 3, plus minus, that means minus 1 and plus 1. Now what we are supposed to do, friends? We are supposed to just cancel it out. Minus 3 and plus 3 gets out. Now minus 1 plus 1 also gets cancelled. Now what we are left? We are left with only 1. So that means x plus 1 is not the factor of our given polynomial equation. So let's solve the fourth sum. So now I hope you all might be able to understand and get your concept cleared over here. So now pause the video and try to solve by your own, friends. You just have to put the value of x as minus 1 and try to solve by your own. I am solving here for you only. x cube minus x square minus 2 plus root 2 x plus root 2. Yes, here we have to put the value of x as minus 1. So minus 1 cube minus 1 square minus 2 plus root 2 as it is. The value of x is minus 1 and plus root 2. Instead of being threatened by seeing the big value in the polynomial equation, you just have to simply solve. As we all know, we have to put the value of x as minus 1 and leave the other things aside. Minus 1 cube, that means minus 1 as it is. We all know minus 1 and minus 1 square is plus 1, so minus sign is outside, so it will become minus plus minus 1. So let's write like this, so you might not be able to confuse. Now minus 1 into this, so minus sign will come out, so minus minus will become plus. Yes friends, so it will become 2 plus root 2 and plus root 2 over here. Now how we are supposed to solve? Minus 1 plus 2 plus root 2 plus root 2. I hope you all might be knowing that root 2 plus root 2 gives the value as 2. Root 2 plus root 2. What I am saying is root 2 plus root 2 gives the value as plus 2. Yes, root 3 plus root 3 will give the value as 3. Root 4 plus root 4 will give the value as 4. And root 5 plus root 5 will give the value as 5. I hope you all might be knowing. Now minus 1 minus 1, that means minus 2. Now what we are supposed to do? We have to just solve it. Minus 2 plus 2 goes. Now what is to be left? 2 is to be left over here, so remainder is 2. From that we can conclude that x plus 1 is not the factor of our given polynomial equation. So friends, here if you liked my content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.